Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the unboxing and have a first look at this Moto Edge 30 Pro smartphone. And I feel this is a very important smartphone in the Indian market, and this is actually a true flagship from Motorola. And finally I feel Motorola is now listening to user feedback, and this is a true flagship. They have implemented a lot of things that we as consumers were asking for. So let's have a closer look at this one. And guys, I got this this is a review note, so I got it early, so I don't know the exact pricing. This comes with a flagship Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor and has all the bells and whistles: super fast charging, wireless charging, stereo speakers, etc. Blah blah, all the flagship stuff. One interesting thing is, so here is the smartphone itself, and so here is it, and it comes in this case itself. And so let me just take this out. This entire thing comes out and a bunch of paperwork and SIM ejector tool. I'll just keep that to the side. So here is the smartphone itself. Typical Motorola, it comes in a case, so they are giving a case even for a flagship. That's nice. The back is also glass, guys, and I believe this is Gorilla Glass 5 that you're getting. And this is supposed to have a 6.7-inch OLED screen, and this is actually a 10-bit screen with 144 hertz refresh rate, so that's actually pretty high. And the back, I like it. This is also glass, guys. You have the Motorola logo, and looks like this is the matte finish glass, so it's not attracting that fingerprints or something like that. So this is actually really nice. And we have a triple camera setup on this one. Front facing camera, this is very absurd. I didn't expect this from Motorola. The front facing camera is supposed to be 60 megapixel. Yes, you heard it right, 60 megapixel. And I think so this is the highest that we have seen. It's even beating some of the Vivos. I think so Vivos went up to 40, so it'll be interesting. So this is the device. Initial in-hand feel, it gives me that good vibe, guys. Feels definitely premium when you hold it. You get the Type-C cable on this one. And finally, guys, Motorola is listening to user feedback, and if you see, this is a 68 watt fast charger. Generally Motorola used to give that 25, even 30 watt charger, but this is a 68 watt charger, and I believe this comes with a 4800 milliamp hour battery. If you notice, most of the flagships around this one come at 4500 milliamp hour, and again, it's stock Android Motorola, so the battery life should be good. So let me just keep this box to the side. And another thing that many of you asked with Motorola phones regarding Android update, this is supposed to come out with Android 12 out of the box, and Motorola has already promised Android 13 and 14 on this one, and in fact 3 years of security update. So in that area also it's good. But let me give you a physical overview first. And feels nice, feels that premium feel you are getting. So on the top we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone. We have one more button over here. I think so this is the Google Assistant button, I think so. And then we have the power on off button, and I think so the fingerprint scanner is within this one. And the bottom, again, this will be your speakers, stereo speakers, as I've told you. Let's look at the SIM tray. I don't think so we'll have a micro SD card. Of course, flagships don't have it, but yeah, let's have a look at it. So, no, it's just 2 nano SIMs, but we also have a rubber gasket. So some kind of IP protection should be there on this one. And on this end, clean, nothing. So that's what we have regarding. So design is very clean. So let's just boot this for the first time, and we'll also test the stereo speakers, curious about it. So let me just set this up, and then we will continue. Hi guys, I have actually used this device now for a couple of days. This is not a full review, but I have enough info so that I can share a lot more info with you guys about this device. And I have to say, Motorola has done a great job with this device. And in fact, I think so what the pricing leaks that we are saying is correct. So this will be priced very aggressively, less than 50,000 rupees. And this is coming with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, and I have to say, man, it's a fast processor. Been using it for the last 4 days with my primary SIM. In my regular usage, I haven't noticed any heating. Just the back gets slightly warm when I set it up for the first day. After that, it's just normal, guys. I've been using it normally. In fact, I even used it for GPS for quite some time, and this one did not exhibit any heating issues. In fact, I checked with Motorola team, and they said that these units are specially designed for India. They have extra cooling and all those things compared to other variants sold worldwide. In fact, these units are actually made in India, so that's actually a nice thing. And again, again, because it's Motorola, again we get all the 5G bands, no gimmicks or anything like this on this one. And in fact, this has 13 bands of 5G, so for 5G also you don't have to be worried. In fact, I also checked, this also has IP rating, but it's IP52, so splash resistant and something. So one thing that I really liked on this smartphone is the quality of the screen that we are getting on this one. And this, as you can see, it's an AMOLED screen. It's 144 hertz refresh rate, guys, so very smooth. My camera is simply not doing justice, and this is a proper 10-bit panel, guys. So again, no compromise in terms of screen quality. I would say even outdoors it's easily visible, so I like the quality of the screen that they have put. No, the only thing is that this is actually guys, volume rocker, not a Google Assistant button. And I feel this button, the power on of button, it's the fingerprint scanner, very responsive. Just tap in, it works. But again, it's slightly on the top, I would say, so you have to stretch your hand, especially for the volume. You have to stretch the hand. That is something that I've noted, but apart from that, excellent. Now, one thing that I really like with Motorola phones, and I have been actually using this smartphone as well, so installed all my apps and all those things on this one. And have to say the performance is really good on this one. In India, this comes only in one variant, guys, with 8 GB of RAM, that is LPDDR5 RAM. In fact, guys, here are all the specs for this device so that you get a brief idea about this smartphone. Let me show you the setting. This is the pure stock Android that you are getting. This is the Android 12 that we always wanted. Other Android 12s, what is the skins or something, they just don't are not like what Google implemented. So this is what it is: a direct access to your mic, camera, all the quick toggles over here, you can edit it and all this thing. So this is giving me the vibes of that Pixel, I would say. And if you go over here also, again, completely stock Android, no hoopla or anything like that. And if you go to about the phone, and if you go to Android version, it's Android 12 out of the box that you are getting, so no Android 11 or something. And I really like the fact that Motorola upfront is saying that this will also get the Android 13 and 14 update and next 3 years of security update. So I think so Motorola is now listening to user feedback. And if I go to, again, very smooth, it's on 144 hertz. Let me actually show you, not 120 but 144 hertz. And if I go to display, over here we have a lot of options in display refresh rate. I've set it to the highest, 144, but you can also keep it on auto and it works pretty well. So again, very smooth, guys, and I like the screen quality on this one. That is something that I'm really happy about Motorola. They have started putting AMOLED screen, but they're not compromising on the AMOLED screen that they're giving. Also, in terms of in-hand feel, I like it. It's slightly curved here at the back, so it's easy to hold, though it's slightly a big phone, I would say, but easy to hold. And this back is, as you can see, still resisting the fingerprint. So that way they have done actually a pretty good job on this one. And another thing is that I also noticed that the sound quality that I'm getting on this one, again, it also has Dolby Atmos and all those things, smart audio. I think so I have to switch on one of the, I was actually testing this one. Let me see if it pairs. Smart audio and all those things are there. Or Dolby Atmos, you're listening to speakers, I have to connect it. Okay, it's connected, the Yamaha one that I was using. And of course, it supports aptX, adaptives, Dolby, smart audio. All these things are available on this one. In fact, they have done optimizations with Qualcomm on chip level with this smartphone. The Snapdragon actually allows that, and Motorola have done it. So in terms of, not only with this, these are high-end headphones that I'm testing, but I've tested a bunch of other wireless Bluetooth headsets also, and the performance is actually really good on this one. So audio, they have got it right. Also, this one has stereo speakers. Let me just fire this up to give you an idea. They're getting all the basics right. That's what I'm liking about this smartphone, as you can see. And this is also getting loud. So good thing. And the stereo speakers is good. Even the I have actually taken quite a bit of calls on this one, even long calls or anything. Crystal clear, no issues regarding that. And the earpiece is good. Even I took some calls via the speaker phone, they were good. So in all the basics, they have done it right. And some of you might ask, and I did test that. I actually tested with I downloaded a compass sensor, because in some of the Motorola phones, compass sensor is sort of missing. And I did download the compass sensor on this one, yes. And as you can see, that works. So they haven't skimmed on anything I feel that you actually require on this smartphone. Yes, this doesn't have a 3.5mm headphone jack, but again, most of the flagships don't do that. So overall, it's nice. And also another small thing, and I think so, if you're not a hardcore user, you won't notice it. Of course, it supports Wi-Fi 6. It's actually connected to my Wi-Fi 6 router, but this also supports Wi-Fi 6E, that is Wi-Fi 6 enhanced. So actually, they have implemented whatever they can on this smartphone. In fact, regarding the sound, it's known as Snapdragon sound. You can Google it. Not all smartphones enable it because you have to pay royalty, but it's actually enabled on this smartphone. Anyways, in terms of fluidity, very fluid, guys. No issues. Stock Android that you are getting. So again, very fluid experience. Even the 144 hertz, it handles everything on this one. Yes, it doesn't have an in-display fingerprint scanner, but this fingerprint scanner is very responsive. So I didn't have an issue with the smartphone. Now let's also talk about the camera on this one. The camera, we have a triple camera setup on this one. The main 50 megapixel is actually having optical image stabilization. Then again, we have a 50 megapixel ultra wide, and this also does that depth thing, so does job of 2. And then we have that obligatory 2 megapixel camera for macro. I wished it had a telephoto lens, but yeah, that's what it is. And the camera interface is typical Motorola stuff that you see like this. Right now it's in night vision. Let me just go back to the photo, regular vision, and here it is. And you can go this ultra wide, and last is macro. And front facing also, I didn't expect much from the front facing, but you have the dual capture and all those features also on this one. So let me actually do one thing. Let me actually show you the camera samples that I have taken with this device so that you have a better idea regarding the camera. First, let's look at shots taken outdoors in direct sunlight. And as you can see here, it is actually doing a very good job. This is a regular shot. This is ultra wide. I like the ultra wide, does not have distortion. Again, this is a regular shot, and ultra wide also doesn't have that color change or something like that. And again, the color accuracy is actually pretty good. That is what I liked on this one. It does not overboost the colors or anything. This is a regular shot and the ultra wide. And again, both of them have a lot of detail. Now, these shots were taken in not that great lighting, indoor kind of situations. And here also, actually, it did much better than I expected. As you can see with these sample shots, these are indoor samples that I have taken. And in fact, it did a pretty decent job. Again, here lighting was not that good, but here also it took some decent shots. Now for human subject, this was taken just around the sunset. It's a little bit reddish skin tones that I'm noticing with this one. And again, in the portrait mode, it's extra soft, I feel. So hopefully they can improve it with the software update. But if the lighting is decent, again, as you can see, you can get some decent shots that you can take. These are in portrait mode. Now completely at night and artificial lighting. And here I was surprised that it did this good because I was not expecting. This is portrait mode. Portrait mode is a bit soft. Regular shots come out good, but portrait mode I feel is a little bit soft. The 60 megapixel front facing camera is actually doing a pretty good job, as you can see with these samples. And this was in the portrait mode. And again, I feel the front facing camera is doing a good job. This is a regular shot, and this was in the portrait mode. And the bokeh is also done well. So guys, this is the Motorola Edge 30 Pro. Apart from this, I completely forgot, this smartphone also has Motorola Ready for functionality, where you can wirelessly just connect it to your smart TV or a TV that has Miracast. In fact, I tested that and it worked very well. In fact, it worked very fluently because the processor is so powerful on this one. So you have functions like Ready for, and even for security, we have that Motorola Think Shield. So these are some of the things that Motorola is giving, and this smartphone also has that. And again, guys, regarding the pricing, it's been leaked. It'll be just below 50,000, something like 49,990, but there will be actually a 5,000 rupees off if you're using credit cards. That's instant off, so you can have it for just around 45,000. And for that price, Motorola has done an incredible job. You're getting the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 smartphone, which is the flagship. Excellent quality screen, stereo speakers, and now regarding updates also, Motorola is clear about it. So I feel after a very long time, we are getting excellent value flagship smartphone. And I have to say, from the past 4 days or days of usage, this has to be the new value flagship that we are getting now in India. I'll also be doing a full in-depth review for this smartphone, and I'll try to post that full review before the first sale, guys. So if you have any specific questions about this smartphone, do let me know and post them in the comment section. I'll try to include that in the full review. Anyways, guys, what do you feel about this Moto Edge 30 Pro? Do let me know in the comment section below.